What's up, guys? Happy Sunday, final week of the NFL regular season, which feels crazy. The NFL season always flies by. I feel like it's like this feels like really. It feels like it just started. Like it's kind of crazy. Feel like not very long ago that we were trying to, or that we hit that what the Devers 5 bases and whatever it was, week one for like $500. But here we are. Here we are. A lot of football games today still. A lot of basketball too. I don't even know who's playing in the NBA. I'll be honest with you guys. Friday pissed me off so much that I didn't look at NBA yesterday. Probably not going to look at it today. I will look at it tomorrow. I will look at NBA tomorrow. Yeah, the NFL season flew, man. It's over. It's crazy. NFL after today. This is the last day of having, more than I think there's going to be what 4 games on a day next weekend or something like that or less, 3 maybe? Last day of, 12 or whatever NFL games that we have today. It's wild. It's wild. Playoff football is still a hell of a time, though. So still looking forward to that. And obviously, we have NBA. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty soon, we're gonna be in that really weird time of, like, post All-Star break NBA, which sucks. I hate post All-Star break NBA a lot. That's usually about the time I hang it up on NBA. What's up, Busy? What's up, Chandler? Um, no football and just waiting for baseball to start. I hate that time of the year. What is like Super Bowl is usually what January. I don't even know what Super Bowl is this year, but um, February and March. It's gonna be a grind to get through these NBA slates. It's also usually about the time I start digging pretty hard into UFC and some PGA stuff too. So hopefully we'll have a good time there. 14 football games, 9 basketball games with the NFL is the more exciting of the two for sure. I think that's always the case, honestly, unless it's like the Thursday night football games. Yeah, I think NFL gambling wise and just entertainment wise leagues above the NFL. If you guys can't tell, I lost my voice a little bit last night in the Colts game. If I kind of sound like I've been smoking, 3 packs of Marlboro Reds a day for the last decade, that would be out why I was yelling a lot. Was yelling a lot. Had some beers. Had some chorizo tacos. I'll tell you guys that once Jerry gets here, because I want him to hear it too. Clutch The most clutch taco truck in the history of the universe. It was the I can't wait to but Jerry's here, I guess. Here he is. What's up, buddy? Don't leave. Don't leave. We can't hear you. James is gonna fix it. Don't leave. Okay? Try again.
Hello?
There you are. See? Like that, James? Uh, every time you do that and you leave, James, like, you leave right before James says, "Don't leave, don't leave." So I said, "Don't leave first," before, about
I
that
got a
Colts game
question.
last
Maybe
night, bro?
somebody can answer it.
What's that?
I have a question. Maybe somebody can answer it.
Okay.
I just had Starbucks delivered to me.
Okay.
The Uber Eats guy was very apologetic, nervous, and he goes, "I'm so sorry. My coffee and my sandwich were out of the bag. The bag is full of coffee. So 80% of my coffee is in the bag. He dropped it.
Sure.
Does he get in trouble if I say it's damaged? Because then I just got to eat it. It is what it
I
is.
mean, I think trouble is
Not trouble, but it doesn't go on
yeah,
his record.
yeah, it would.
Well, there's fucking $8 on the drain.
And it kinda sucks for him because he probably made nothing to like, you got 1 coffee from Starbucks?
Oh, I give him a $5 tip. It's like 3 blocks away.
Okay. Um, oh, yeah, just quick recap of the Colts game last night. I tweeted out, gave it on Discord. I had, Isaiah Likely to score a touchdown, CJ Stroud 2 plus passing touchdowns, Mo Alley Cox for a touchdown for 5 to win 500 basically. A couple people called me out on Twitter saying Likely's not going to score because they're not playing anybody. somebody's got to take the snaps, and it was like plus 500 or something for a guy who's really good at football. He's going to play at least a little bit. So I thought that was I thought the people that were calling me dumb were dumb, and they looked dumb when he scored. I played him straight too. So
Who called you dumb? I'll fucking kill him.
it wasn't. I exaggerated. People were like, why would likely score? He's not gonna, why? I was like, oh, I don't know. It's plus 500, and he's good at football, so I played. They didn't call me dumb. That was the kind of the narrative trying to be set there. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so Cedar Stroud easily cashed the 2+ passing touchdowns. All I needed Mo Alley, right? He drops that, or it wasn't a drop. Gardner Minshew overthrows
It
him
was
by a few
overthrown.
yards.
Yeah.
It was an overthrow. Gardner Minshew. Uh, we were talking the walk back to the car last night. Which one of the other 31 starting NFL quarterbacks I wouldn't want to have over Gardner Minshew? I don't think there's one. The only conversations were Desmond Ritter and Bailey Zappi, I think, or Mac Jones, whatever one you would. Gardner Minshew, no field vision, no arm talent. I hate him. I hate him so much. And then I called it. I called it the next drive when the Colts finally scored a touchdown. Tony, he actually does media stuff for GoldBoys too. Is who went with me. I was like, dude, 100% this 2-point conversion. They're gonna run. They're gonna run a 2-point. There's no way this is not going to Mo Alley Cox. Mo Alley Cox scores 2-point conversion. That was it. That they had that one red zone play they liked a lot with Mo Alley, and he drops the pass on a deep ball, and then they burned the red zone call for him on the 2-point. But anyway, so I was in terrible mood, screaming my head off. Tony was talking about taco truck, like second or third quarter, like frustrated that his normal taco truck was going to be closed by the time we got out. Easton was there with his friends. I was like, oh, I'll just drive Easton home, whatever. Randomly, right by my parents' house where Easton obviously lives, there's a taco truck that was open till 3 a.m. So we got tacos on the way home. It made it all better. What were you doing last night? You were playing video games and researchers home, right?
I don't have my Xbox here. You know that, knucklehead.
Oh, you were streaming though, weren't you?
I was streaming.
You're just up.
I haven't
Okay.
streamed in like fucking 5 months.
I'm sorry, buddy.
It's like
Haven't
you don't
been
even
since
know.
baseball. What half Eli looks homeless and Jerry is drinking Starbucks. What's up, Earl? It has been a minute, man. What's going on? Likely's value was nice. Yeah. I don't think I look homeless.
Yeah, you do. I would definitely
Wait,
give you $1 if you were sitting on the corner.
LeBron is undefeated on 1-6, which is 3 Kings Day. Okay. That's interesting. Zappy weirdly holds a college record. He might be nice in a few years. Maybe. I don't know, but I would definitely take him over Gardner Minshew. Are you betting basketball today? I am not. I was so pissed off about the Friday slate. I'm just I can't even. I'll be back on NBA tomorrow, but I'm not betting NBA today. You got
I
any
don't.
for NBA?
I don't want to know anything about basketball during incentive day.
Okay, let's get into it then. We have 14 football games today. We're gonna kick every game off with does it matter? Who does it matter for? I also have notes on kind of the major incentives. You might have more for me here, but let's start with the Browns Bengals, a game that does not matter. The Browns are going to be the 5 seed in the AFC. Bengals are fully eliminated, but Joe Mixon has a $100 incentive to score 2 touchdowns today.
Yeah, it might as well be $100. It's $100,000, but that's fucking peanuts to him. You think he gives a
It's true.
shit? You think the team gives a shit about really getting him 2 touchdowns and risking injury for $100,000? How much has Joe Mixon made in his career? It's got to be about $30 million.
I was
No,
just looking
25,
at
30.
He's got a 4-year, $5 million. So he makes $1 million a year. He's going to make $1 million this year, 2.2 next year. So it's a 10% bonus of his salary. I'm with you as far as the incentives go. $100,000 to a starting NFL running back's not great, but
Joe Mixon,
I
he's
think
made 38 million in his career.
that's
Come
valid.
on, let's be
No, yeah,
serious.
no, I'm not trying to argue with you.
And the odds are atrocious, by the way.
I know. I have a 2 touchdown incentive parlay. Uh it's 3 legs, $1. How much do you think it wins?
800.
4 grand.
It's a 2 touchdown incentive
Three
parlay,
guys, 3 guys to score 2 touchdowns and incentive, all for
all
incentive.
incentive based.
Yep,
Did you bet Deontay Foreman?
I did. We're gonna get there.
Oh, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
I have
Um,
nothing on this game, other than I do have Mixon 2 plus in that lotto.
so I couldn't get myself to. I had put it in my bets about 5 times. Joe Mixon. I thought about it. I can't get around to the fact that $100,000 is literally like maybe $500 to us. I just I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me that they would
Yeah,
risk injury if teams
I
are out of it.
think I do think 500 is a little bit, is a I mean, $100,000 is still a lot of money, and like I said, he's making about $1,000,000 from a salary sheet, but it's about a 10% bonus. It's not, I have to go out there and get this by any means, but I think it's the he's like, "This would be kinda nice." But I see what you're saying.
But at
That's
the same
500
time,
straight.
that $100,000 is going to cost you reps for your young guys. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just
and
don't
the
see
injury
any of the
risk. Yeah, you're right.
yeah. I just don't see any of the vets really playing that much. So this is the last chance I get a shot to see what Chuck Sizzle, Charlie Jones can do out of the slot for the Bengals. This is, to me, this is Tyler Boyd's replacement, and they haven't been giving him the reps on offense. You have no fucking idea what this kid can do, and now you got to go out. You're not bringing Tyler Boyd back, so now you got to go out and look at limited film on this guy. By the way, in limited action, do you remember that time I bet him for at plus 2,500 and he
Mhm.
was wide open up the seam and fucking was overthrown by 6 inches and he would have had a walk-in touchdown? You have to see what this guy's got. If they don't give this guy at least a 40% share of the offensive snaps today, I don't
Yeah,
know
what are you
what the
doing?
Bengals are doing. They're
Yeah.
playing for nothing. So I did bet him at plus 1,100 on points bet to score a touchdown. That was last night. Odds have been all over the place. I woke up this morning. I looked at my bet slips. I'm like, I've seen things that are higher and lower. So the odds are all over the place. I got to double check, but it was plus 1,100 last night.
It's a big number. That's his tax. Yeah, that's true. I mean, no, not all of it, but it will help pay his taxes. Jamar
He still has to
Chase,
pay taxes on that though.
yeah, yeah, and I mean, at a million in Ohio, he's probably gonna pay close to $400,000 in taxes regardless. So, um, anyone like Joe Mixon, that's who we talked a little bit about. He does have an incentive for 2 plus, which is a very much a long shot for all those reasons we talked about. But yeah, I mean, sure. For plus 140, Joe Mixon to score once, I guess I don't really mind that, but I think it's gonna be, you know, probably 3, 4 total touchdowns in this game max, and I think you're gonna see at least 2 of them be like 3rd, 4th string guys. Um, I don't mind, Joe Mixon plus 140 is a much bigger number than you would usually get for good reason because he's probably not gonna play a whole lot. Props glitches, try parlaying with any other prop line the same set. Interesting. You paying taxes. Yeah, you're not from the US? Bonuses get taxed harder here. Bonuses get taxed harder here. Um, everyone is on Evans today, so yeah, I looked at Evans for 2, actually. I didn't bet it. Give us a touchdown long shot, trying to go on vacation. That's coming for sure. Anything else, Browns, Bengals?
Everyone, wait, who said everyone's on? Everyone is on Evans.
Apparently. I've seen a lot of Evans a lot. I like Evans a lot today. I haven't bet him yet,
I
but
don't give a shit. I didn't bet him to score a touchdown anyway.
okay. Okay, Vikings, Lions. This game does matter. Vikings still alive for playoff spot. That the very last playoff spot. They need to win. Vikings need to win, and they need the Seahawks to lose, the Packers to lose, and either the Saints or the Bucks to lose. So they still need a lot of help, but it's still possible. So I think they're going to be playing everyone to their max. The number 2 seed is also still in play for the Lions, who are currently at the 3. Cowboys and Eagles both lose. Lions win. They will be the number 2 seed. Do you want to talk about the incentives here? Or you want me to talk about them? I don't want to take all. If you did a bunch of research on that, I don't want to take all your thunder. You know what I mean?
There's only one I really give a shit about. I wish
Is
the
that
odds were a little better, but
Madison?
no, I don't give a shit about him.
Okay.
Josh Reynolds.
Yep.
Josh Reynolds to score a touchdown. This is the one that makes sense, and it makes a lot more sense this week because Jameson Williams is out. And guess who's been taking Josh Reynolds snaps at work? Jamison Williams. So now you got an incentive. You got a chance for them to. They're gonna come out swinging. This is an angry Lions team. If they have a big lead in the second half, they're gonna force feed the fuck out of Josh Reynolds to get this incentive. Dan Campbell's that kind of coach to try to get his guys paid. So, I mean, I love Josh Reynolds to score a touchdown today.
Yeah, he gets $250,000 for a touchdown. He gets another $250,000 if he has 36 receiving yards. When I looked, there was no lines for his receiving yards, so
No,
that's a little interesting. But $500,000 is definitely a lot of money.
they're gonna put his receiving yards up probably like a half hour before. There's a lot
Super late.
of props, yard props missing right now.
A lot. And I think teams are gonna wait for the full injury report. So you definitely, or books are waiting for that, I guess. What's the Reynolds line gonna be?
For yards, I would say
Yeah.
probably 29 and a half.
Yeah. Dang, he's only averaging 16.1 on the season. It might not even be that. It might be like 21 and a
You,
half,
you
19.
got to understand though, there's a major injury to the starter,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
and a lot of these games he's been playing with limited work, so now he has to get more work. So they're gonna adjust that line, and plus the fact that they know everybody's gonna bet the over, they're gonna put a little bit of an inflated line out there.
Yeah, but Reynolds 40 and Reynolds touchdown is probably going to be a really nice number.
Yeah,
And playing for $500,000 bonus there. Real quick, Alexander Madison gets $650,000 bonus for 120 if he gets 125 rushing yards today. I don't see that happening. I don't know that has he
no,
done that. That's a lot of yards for him in a game that.
he's not even a starter.
Yeah. So, and something else to think about here is like this game matters for both teams, right? Where I think incentives play less of a role in those games. Like we're gonna talk probably a decent amount about this Bears Packers game. Doesn't matter for the Bears, right? So I think that's kind of one another reason that to look at that. Look at those Bears incentives, right? It's all they're playing for. Same thing for this. Same things for the Titans today. But this game matters for both teams, so I think the incentives are going to take a little bit of a backseat. But I love that. I love that Reynolds. Actually, I didn't even see the list I was looking at didn't even have the touchdown one. What's his line for a touchdown, Reynolds?
It's more or less about plus 250 around all the books.
I like that. And then yeah, like I said, once the yardage comes out, if you want to take 40, or I guess FanDuel, can you do the? You'll probably be able to get like a 35 somewhere, like 35 and a touchdown is probably gonna be like what plus 350 plus 400.
Laporta needs one reception for the record. I will bet Laporta one reception at minus 10,000.
Yeah, Puka 29 needs a couple catches too. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Carson Wentz playing quarterback, I believe. Right? Yikes. Anything else? Vikings Lions for you? You good?
No. What is Justin Jefferson's line? If it's 90 something
For yards?
Nick Mullins is going to swing his dick around.
Allen Hurts tied for 15 rush TDs. I don't know if either one of those guys really cares about that. But I was back and forth between Hurts and somebody else in that game. What did you want me to look at? I got distracted.
Justin Jefferson's receiving line. It's probably going to be an unplayable number, especially with the game script.
92 and a half.
Huh?
92 and a half on Bet Rivers. 90. Wow, that's kind of crazy. That's a huge. Is that legit?
Big discrepancy.
Yeah, it's 92 and a half on Bet Rivers according to Pickett, and you can get that line literally nowhere else. Minus 114, 92 and a half Bet Rivers, minus 120 for 100 on FanDuel. 36 in JC. Reynolds needs 36 receiving yards. Let me check Bet Rivers real quick and see. You're probably not even on Bet Rivers, are you?
I actually put a bet in today on this morning on Bet Rivers. You ignorant prick.
Because I know exactly what bet you put in on Bet Rivers because it was the only one you could do. It's the only book that had it. It's because I also made that same bet. um,
I think I
what
mentioned it already.
Vikings game
All right, let's
receiving, and then let's move on. Yeah, Pickett's just slow to update. It's that's not the case. That's not the case. All right, let's talk about the Jaguars Titans. I do have a straight play here. I didn't send it to James, but you want to talk? This game matters for Jaguars. If they win the AFC South. If they play at home next week, if they lose, they are a wild card playoff team. I think is how that works out. Maybe not though. Do you know? If they lose, are they in on a wild card or no?
who?
The Jags, they're
Jack.
actually not. No, they have. I think they have to win to get in.
It's a win and end situation.
Yeah,
I
Jaguars have
no, I
to
think
win.
the Jaguars. I hate the way you say it, by the way. I think if they lose, they need a lot of help. I'm pretty
The
sure.
Jaguars win the AFC South with the victory, no matter who wins. The Jaguars miss the playoffs with a loss. So yeah,
Oh, it's
win
just
and
straight
in.
up winning it.
Yeah, straight up winning in
Okay.
according to the CBS Sports article. So Titans aren't playing for anything. Did you see? Do you have the Hopkins incentives?
I did. What did I put it in? Did I put it in something obnoxious? I did.
So
I sure as hell.
Hopkins $1.5 million bonus if he gets 7 catches, 49 yards, and 2 touchdowns, which is the 2 touchdowns is the kind of crazy thing here. But when I think about this game, I think about Ryan Tannehill is playing his last game as a Titan, most likely. That kind of the last ride for his Jaguars. How do you say? I'm not Jaguar. Whatever, man.
Jaguars.
Jaguars, whatever. The Jags. Anyway, Tannehill's kind of last. This is the last game of the veterans on this team that at not that long ago were a pretty solid team making a AFC championship game. I could definitely see Ryan Tannehill, who is also playing for a job somewhere next year. Really trying to force the ball to D-Hop here and get him 2 touchdowns. Now, are they in the red zone for enough for it to matter? I don't know, but it was plus 1,900 for DeAndre Hopkins to score 2 touchdowns. That is the only leg of the 3-leg incentive lotto, I guess, that I played straight. But yeah, I've got D-Hop.
2 tickets to paradise.
What do you think about this game, buddy?
Yeah, I put $5 on Hopkins to score twice. I don't know. It's
That's exactly what I did.
I just got to be in. I just got to be in it. I don't know how Tannehill's going to look. They could get smoked. I got to be in it though. It's like the Mega Millions. Mega Millions is a big number. Oh, I got to be in it. Give me a $2 ticket.
Thoughts on Ridley with Kirk back? I'm probably gonna play. I don't have this in yet. I'm gonna do something. DeAndre Swift not expected to play Week 18. That's pretty cool. I'm probably gonna do something with Ridley to score. I think, but I thought we'd get a little bit better of a number. Swift is not going to play. Yes, I thought we'd get a little bit better of a number for Ridley since Kirk is back. I don't know how much Kirk's going to play. I think this is almost get him reacclimated and hope he smokes the Titans and hopefully it'd be a full go. But any other thoughts outside the incentives here or Ridley?
How the hell is Kirk playing after
Kirk is
a
out. I thought
poor?
Kirk. Wait, they just activated him. He's just not playing. Is that the thing?
Yeah,
Okay,
that made no sense. When I saw that news, I said, "There's almost no shot he's playing. This has to be a thing
okay,
to activate him to get him
my bad.
on the sidelines or practicing again." He had a major core injury and surgery. Core is the worst injury to fuck up when you're an athlete, especially running around. That's the biggest part of your whole everything. So I don't know what to deal with that. I guess they just wanted to get him on the field, practice field at least.
Okay, thank you. Then yeah, I'm gonna bet Christian Kirk. I think. What is the number?
You're gonna bet
Red zone.
Christian Kirk?
No, you know what I mean. Calvin
No,
Ridley.
I don't.
Calvin Ridley touchdown plus 180 on Caesars. I think the last 4 weeks he's like leading the NFL in red zone targets. Why not? Why not him? Plus 180. Titans defense, whatever. I don't care. They gotta win. Boston Scott, yeah, 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 we're doing that. We're doing that. We're not
Oh
there yet.
yeah,
We're definitely doing that. I forgot about that, and especially with Swift out now. Yeah, yeah, we're doing that. Jets, Patriots, don't care at all. Doesn't matter at all. Don't think there's really any incentives to do anything that I saw. What do you got?
I mean, there's two incentives. Zeke's gonna hit it immediately. I think he just has to be active.
He just
I
has to
don't,
be there.
yeah, he just has to show up for his job today. Something I struggle with personally. Gasicki has to get. He's not going to reach the other one. It's a percentage of offensive snaps to get another bonus. He's like
53.
3% over his what the bonus he's going to get. So he has to be out there for a little bit. But Farrell Brown, man, he had like a 58-yard touchdown versus the Jets last time. I, I don't know if you know this, but I love Farrell Brown.
Mhm.
Have I spoken about him on the show before?
I feel like you have.
Yeah, I love Farrell Brown. He's one of those guys that no one really gives a fuck about except me. He does little things, good blocker, does his job, no complaints. He's got pretty good speed. He's a big dude. So I took a shot on Farrell Brown. Get another touchdown versus the Jets. You be the Jet killer. You know what I mean? Just like Boston Scott's the Giant killer, you be the Jet killer. This guy who gets maybe one target a week. It's time for this guy to score in the last week of the season.
Okay, I'm in. I'm not betting anything in this game though. Falcons Saints, a couple of or I guess just maybe one defensive looks here. Incentive wise, this game does matter for both teams. Which, if you'd have told me beginning of the season that this week 19 or whatever, week 18 Falcons Saints was going to be for the NFC South, if the Bucks lose, the winner of this game will clinch the NFC South. Are you kidding me? The Falcons and the Saints? What? That's crazy. Saints can clinch a playoff spot with a win. Buccaneers win. Packers lost. Seahawks lost. Yeah. Moral of the story is this game matters for both teams. I did not see a line yet. Bud Dupree gets a $2 million bonus, or has $2 million of incentives here. $1 million if he gets a sack and a half today. Another million if he plays 70% total of 2023 snaps. I don't know where he's at, but I don't know. Bud Dupree, 2 sacks. If there's a line for it yet, any interest there or anything else in this game?
Is there a line for it?
I'm
No, there's
looking
not.
right now.
I don't see it. Where's longest reception? There it is. This is the line I was looking for before I went to bed. It wasn't out. Rashid Shaheed is plus. There's got to be a better line than this, right? 18 and a half longest reception.
I mean, his A dot is wild. It's probably
That's
about
what I was
right.
looking at. His average depth of target is 14.28.
Yeah.
Leads the team. Obviously, Olave is head and shoulders ahead in targets and yards and everything like that. But now DeMarco Hallams is out, and now they got Richie Grant starting at safety. The Falcons, by the way, hate Richie Grant. Hate him with a passion. Now he has to go back out there and start after he lost his job to the 7th round rookie. He's probably going to get torched. The safety help is shot. So why isn't Shaheed going to have a big game and catch at least one bomb in this game? They're going to test him. They're going to test him over the middle, deep. Shaheed's probably going to get a bomb in this game. So 18 and a half, longest reception. I wish it was a little shorter, but he's probably going to hit that.
I love the bet. I made that same bet as you earlier in the season. Did a whole article about it for all those reasons. You know, the A dot, the defense, whatever. And then I had to watch Derek Carr throw footballs. So it let me down. All the numbers point to that being an outstanding bet, though. So yeah, no
Now,
time yet for Bud Dupree stack, which sucks.
so I also have a strong belief. You know, this is Jimmy Graham's, more than likely, it's probably 90% chance
Yeah.
this is Jimmy Graham's last game, especially in New Orleans. I'm saying, if they make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but you have a chance to send Jimmy Graham on a farewell where it all started with a touchdown, that big jump that dunk on the field goal post. This is all setting up for Jimmy Graham. First of all, you see Jimmy Graham those 3 straight weeks would have like one catch, one touchdown. It
Yeah.
was like they only brought him out there in the 10-yard line. Um, I wrote down Taysom Hill because I think Taysom Hill will have a good shot at getting a touchdown here, especially with Kamara out.
Yeah.
But you have to get Jimmy this touchdown. Make it count. Hopefully, it's an important touchdown. He gets to go out on his high horse. Uh, but he was plus 550 on DK, so I thought that was definitely worth a bet.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I think I like Taysom Hill too. I haven't bet this game yet, but I hate betting on Saints players to do anything. But this Atlanta defense actually hasn't been terrible in the red zone last like 4 weeks. Um,
They
like
gave up
42.
6 touchdowns, 6 rushing touchdowns to quarterbacks. So if you're inside the 10-yard line, Taysom Hill's probably going to be out there for like a glorified wildcat.
Yeah,
Uh,
and also in the last 4 weeks they have allowed where'd they go? 5 rushing touchdowns in the red zone, which is tied for third. So I don't mind Taysom Hill. Absolutely. What's his? Do you know his odds?
Taysom Hill was plus 200 last night. I don't know what he is now.
Yeah,
Jimmy Graham went up
it's
to
interesting.
plus 900. What book, Chandler?
No idea
He
why.
should be plus 900 because he's going to play 5 snaps.
Yeah.
Usually those 5 snaps are when it matters when they're inside the 10-yard line. You, if he doesn't get it, if they don't get in there, if they have big explosive touchdown plays, he's not even going to see the field. So I don't know.
All right, let's move on to an interesting one. I'll let you have the show here for Bears Packers, but real quick, the Packers are playing for a playoff berth. If they win, they're in. If they lose, they could still get in with the Seahawks, Vikings loss, and then either the Saints or the Bucks to lose. So they need a lot of help with the loss here, but still possible. So obviously they're trying to wrap it up. If you think this game doesn't matter for the Bears, I think you're crazy. Just because of this rivalry. And then yeah, you want to talk about the incentive that I think we both bet on Bears.
Yeah, first we'll get to that in a second because I did bet on it and I didn't like the odds. I still bet it anyway.
Yeah, happened once. It's fine.
So there's one guy on the Bears that I'm going to take a shot on. That he got saw some work last week. He's coming back from injury, and he was a former Packer. Do you know what that is?
No.
Equinemius St. Brown.
Mm,
He is plus 750 on Caesars. He's plus like 300 on FanDuel. I think he has decent odds on DraftKings, but plus 750 was a big variance for me. The 2 games that he did face the Packers in the past, last season, had his best games of the season. He had a 30-yard catch and a 56-yard catch. He goes out there for blood. This is mind you, the Packers are the team that put him on waivers, gave up on him. And now he has a chance to make a big explosive play or a touchdown to eliminate them from the playoffs. Are you kidding me? At plus 750, he wants the ball. He's going to be out there running routes for his life.
okay. Can I before we move forward? Can I need to jump back a little bit. I think I'm gonna bet. I haven't bet really any straights yet. I do think I'm gonna bet. You reminded me. I'm gonna take Amon-Ra St. Brown for a touchdown. It's in the plus 100 somewhere. His last 4 weeks, he has 9 red zone targets, 3 touchdowns, 40 targets total. We're getting plus money on it against Minnesota defense is kind of whatever. And yeah, so I just want to get that in there because you reminded me. But yeah, keep going on this game.
Jimmy Graham is plus 1080 now on points bet? No shot. What the fuck happened when I went to bed? You gotta be
I don't
kidding
know,
me.
man.
Gotta be kidding me. You work hard all night looking at these lines, trying to find good lines, and what happens? You wake up to bullshit. What's the point? Why did I stay up all night looking at everything? Why did I stay up? I could have just woke up and said, boom, 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 here. I got the best odds now, right before the fucking game.
Pharaoh Brown, Equinemius St. Brown, and Amon-Ra St. Brown parlay sounds pretty nice, Chandler. That number would be crazy. Oh, power hour on points bet. That's probably why.
That still doesn't sound right because he was plus 440 last night.
Also, we skipped Bucks Panthers. We'll go back to that. Anyway, okay. Deontay Foreman gets a $100,000 bonus if he scores 2 touchdowns today. So me and Jerry both bet on that. The only place I could find it was Bet Rivers. I gave you so many chances to, take the Thunder. You know what is crazy? Deontay Foreman's going to make $500,000 more than Joe Mixon this year. I was gonna real quick look up his contract and say how it's gonna matter way more to him than Joe Mixon. Because he probably doesn't make as much money. They really backloaded Mixon's contract. He's gonna make 1,000,000 this year and 2.2 next year. So, Deontay Foreman 1.5 million, which is interesting. That's all just base salaries, but yeah, it's like plus 7,000 on Bet Rivers. Deontay Foreman to score twice. It's crazy.
I got some really shitty lines last night. You know what that means? They're all gonna hit, and that's gonna cost me thousands of dollars.
True. James, do you want to throw up my insanity $1 to win 4 grand parlay? Just because we just wrapped it up here. In the first one, I think I sent you. There it is. There it is. Joe Mixon, DeAndre Hopkins, Deontay Foreman, all for 2 touchdowns. $1 to win $4,200. Don't forget AJ Brown. Just the Browns parlay. Getting a little crazy here, but that's going to be a really big number. I know this is probably a waste of $1, but what else are you going to do with $1? You know what I mean? Might as well.
I don't know. Save up.
Yeah, true. Anything else on this one? Oh, I'm gonna bet DJ Moore probably for 1 or maybe 2.
All right, you're just throwing bets all over the place right now. How many things are you betting today?
I'm probably gonna have this ticket. I do have another less insane 4-leg anytime touchdown parlay that DJ Moore is on. Probably gonna play those 4 straight, and then I'm gonna have another kind of less crazy 2+. So not that many, but I feel like if I don't have a ton of bets, you call me, whatever you're carrying the show because I don't have that many bets, and um, now that I have maybe more bets than you're saying someone else. Plus 160 for DJ Moore to score a touchdown. 6 red zone targets in the last 4 weeks with 2 touchdowns, and this Packers defense is the real thing here. Last 4 weeks, they are giving up a touchdown on 53% of their red zone trips as a defense. 6 of those, so 10 touchdowns in the red zone. 6 of them have been receiving touchdowns. Usually, you see a little bit higher of a share on the rushing touchdown side. So, I like the Bears to actually score a couple touchdowns today. Feel how you feel about that team. I think DJ Moore gets 1 of them. I think you might get 2. What else you got in this game?
Deontay Foreman not offering any of the book because they don't know if he's going to be active yet. Last week he was a healthy scratch, so it's going to be. That's why it's the only book offering it. If he is not a healthy scratch, that's a really good sign. That means he's going to play. They have no reason to make him active unless they're going to play him. So, also he's coming off the worst game of his career. He had six carries for -6 yards the week before. He has some making up to do.
He's not bad at football. So, anything
No.
else for you, Bears Packers? You done?
No.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's backtrack. Sorry, James. Talk about the Buccaneers and the Panthers. Buccaneers need to win this game to clinch the NFC South. Basically, winning in for Packers. If they lose again, going back to the game we talked about earlier, if they lose, the winner of the Saints Falcons game wins the NFC. So, or NFC South. Baker Mayfield $2 million bonus with a playoff berth. I do think he's going to be slinging it today. I don't have anything in this game. Mike Evans, I do like. What do you think?
Again, woke up to bad news. I took a bad line last night. Once again,
Cool.
I took
Cool.
Mike Evans for 125 receiving yards. Wow. I got him for plus 1,200. Holy shit. I almost fell on the floor. He had 167 or something receiving yards versus the Panthers last time. Obviously, it's a good matchup for it. I said, holy shit. I got him. I finally got him. I woke up this morning, and the first thing I look at is Mike Evans, 125 receiving yards on PointsBet for plus 1,700. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It was plus 640 on FanDuel. There was no shot that was going to raise from plus 1,200 last night. I thought I got him. and I wake up, he's plus 1,700 now on points bet. It's a fucking joke. I did all that work last night staying up for nothing.
Sorry about that, buddy. Anyway, you like Mike Evans, and that's it. We can move on.
Yes, Eli.
Okay. Broncos, Raiders. Game does not matter at all. Both teams are eliminated. However, you have a you have an incentive play here, or you want me to go?
I don't even know what game you said.
Oh, the Broncos and the Raiders.
Yeah, so Adam Troutman has an incentive.
I bet it.
It's going to be tough sledding, though.
It
This
is.
Raider defense has been playing for nothing for weeks, and they have been relentless, and they are on a mission to finish this season strong. And the Broncos, they're throwing out, what's his name? Um,
Stidham.
Stidham, Jarrett Stidham.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's going to be tough. I'd like to see him get it. Did I put it in a parlay yet? I don't even know if I put it in a parlay. That's the one incentive. It's like, oh, it's easy. It's a touchdown. You're in. They're not playing for anything. Um, they're gonna force feed them the ball. Yeah, well, good luck. You got to get into the red zone versus this angry, vicious Raiders defense with Crosby calling everybody little boys.
Little ass boys. That was funny.
Austin
Did you
Hooper
s-
has a percentage snap
yeah.
percentage instead of he doesn't have a yards or touchdown.
Yes, it is going to be tough. I like the number here mostly. I mean, the incentive as one thing, and he's also got 5 red zone targets last 4 weeks. There's not very many people with 5 or more. Like maybe 20 guys across the whole NFL. So, kind of a safety net for lesser skilled quarterbacks like Stidham. It's a pretty big number too. I think like the plus 300s is what I got it at. I haven't bet it straight yet. I think I'm going to probably, um, but I do have this and it's plus 390. This in a 4 leg. Anytime that was $10 to win 600, but it has DeAndre Swift in it, so I got to replace him. But, yeah, I like Troutman. The big caveat here is, like you're saying, that this Vegas defense has been really solid. They have allowed 3 touchdowns to tight end position all season, which is, among the best in the NFL, but plus 390 for the red zone targets for the incentive. Um, I think it's worth the risk there. Anything else in this game for you?
No.
All right. Eagles, Giants, no DeAndre Swift. I think I'm just gonna nonchalantly put Boston Scott in there for Swift and call it a day. This game matters for the Eagles. They can so they are currently the number 5 seed, clinch the NFC East with a win and a Cowboys loss, where they would then become the number 2 seed. Um, the Giants are out. Doesn't matter. Um, it is just as easy as we're playing Boston Scott, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about this game.
Okay. Thank you.
Unless you
Yep.
think that they're really going to try to right the ship with AJ Brown overcorrect today and
Yeah.
force feed him the ball and go for 125 yards and 2 touchdowns just to get that monkey off his back where everybody's, the media, they spin things the way they want to. They make an AJ Brown the bad guy. That's what they do. Nobody really knows what's going on behind the scenes. They take one narrative and they run with it. And do we really know? They make it seem like AJ Brown is a cancer in the locker room, that he's the big problem here. 9 times out of 10, when the media does that, they just take one story that gets clicks and they fucking run with it. Nobody really knows the truth. But it would be nice to see them correct, shut everybody up. AJ Brown will go for like 2 touchdowns and 110 yards in this game that doesn't matter to the Giants.
Okay. Thank you, Dwayne Moody. What's up, buddy? Hey, hit the like button. Helps us out a lot. Helps out a lot for the algorithm. Says thanks. Very free, very easy to do. And also, if you haven't already, after you're done with this, you're gonna have like a half hour or so in between games starting and whatnot. Check out the GoldBoys YouTube channel. Been pumping out a ton of kind of pre-recorded content with more shelf life than the live shows. So you got a little bit more time to dig in, and I think they've been doing really, really well hit rate wise. So make sure you go check those out and subscribe to this channel if you're not already, because there's a new video, at least James is like a new video every day, basically. Uh, So yeah, tons of content coming out from the Gold Boys Network YouTube channel. Give that a look, please. Now let's go on to the Seahawks Cardinals. Seahawks need a win and a decent amount of help to make the playoffs. Oh, sorry. They need to win and the Packers to lose. Um, if Seahawks lose or the Packers win, they're out. Um, but Seahawks definitely playing for something here. Geno Smith playing for a $2 million bonus if they do make the playoffs. I uh I think James Conner might get two here, but that's just me.
Give me one reason why Kenneth Walker doesn't go for 100 yards today.
Yeah, because they don't give him the ball enough. Would be the only one.
Um, that won't be an issue today.
Okay.
They're gonna run down the Cardinals' throats today. It's gonna be a little bit harder on the road, but that's what they did last time they faced them. Obviously, it was in Seattle. A little bit different when you go on the road, but there's no reason why they don't just run this entire game. Walker has looked fantastic. He was banged up for a while, came back from injury, didn't look the same. He looked really good last week. He didn't put up crazy numbers. He looked really, really good. He looked like that explosive guy again. So if you're gonna give me what was it plus 310 for 95 plus yards on points bet, I'll take
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Um, I think I'm gonna have. So in my, and I think this maybe rounds out this parlay, James. If you want to throw it out, I'm trying to line shop it live as Jerry's talking here. But the ESPN bet one, plus 500 Boston Scott on Caesars. So DeAndre Swift is out. This was originally like $10 to win 600. I'm trying to price it out right now and see what it is because I think I'm just gonna put Boston Scott in place of Swift and call it a day. Maybe leave this one open in case that just those three legs hit and Boston Scott makes us all look like idiots. This guy's scored like 40 touchdowns in like 7 games against the Giants or something crazy like that. Okay, I got three legs in Pickett, Troutman, Moore, Boston Scott. Which one do I need? James Conner. Um, the Seahawks defense in the red zone, not good against the rush, especially. Let me find it again. Sorry. Trying to do too many things at once, Jerry?
What?
Yeah, for giving up, but last 4 weeks, giving up a touchdown in 45% of their red zone drives as a defense. 9 touchdowns, 8 of those 9 have been rushing touchdowns, which is a pretty crazy stat. Like their coverage in the red zone has been solid. It's been really solid. They've only given up one receiving touchdown in the red zone last 4 weeks, 8 rushing touchdown. I think James Conner gets 2 today. Last touchdown for Scott was 343 days ago, but was it against the Giants? Think about it. Yeah, I haven't bet this yet as far as a replacement for Swift. I don't. I was between Swift and Hurts because Swift was like plus 140 and Hurts was like plus 100. I don't know, maybe I run one version with Scott because the number is going to be crazy, and then another like a sprinkle with Scott in there, and then I had $10 on this, so maybe I put $10 on this with Jalen Hurts. Who do you think I should replace DeAndre Swift with? Jerry?
Boston Scott.
Okay, I'm in. That is a good point. Last touchdown for Scott was 343 days ago, but wasn't it literally
Yep.
against the Giants? Yeah, they only scores against Giants. It's just a thing now. It's so much of a thing that you feel like he has to know it, and somebody has to get the carries there. So why not him? You got anything on this game?
What game are we talking about?
I forget. Seahawks Cardinals.
Yeah, I have Kenneth Walker in a parlay for 95 yards.
All right.
I'm I'm trying to. I want to do so much today. There's so much
I
room for
know.
activities today.
I know.
So what I did was I just put in a 6-leg parlay. $1.50 gets you $119,000. I'm gonna send this to James. Hope he doesn't get upset. I haven't heard him today. James, are you here? Can I hear your voice?
These are
Oh, there's the voice of God. I love it. I'm
Sure, I
gonna
love
send
you.
this to. Oh God, don't make me horny, please.
Read the bet, damn it.
Uh, Hold on, I'm putting it in the thing so James can do the. You know,
Sure,
the first leg is Pharaoh Brown.
obviously.
The, right. This is like my long shot dream. The second leg, Chuck Sizzle, Charlie Jones, the future slot receiver, starting slot receiver of the Cincinnati Bengals next season, taking over for Tyler Boyd. He's going to score today and show that he deserves a spot as a starter next year. Jimmy Graham is going to go out with a fucking bang. He's going to score a touchdown. He's going to do the slam dunk thing that we saw him do for years and years. He's scoring. He's plus 850 on FanDuel. Josh Reynolds is getting that incentive today. He is getting that incentive today. Uh, they're probably going to be up big in the second half. I hope they are. I know, all respect to Brian Flores, did a great job with his defense. They fell apart last week. They're trending in the wrong direction. I think they'll be up big and they'll force feed Josh Reynolds. Equinemius St. Brown is finally going to get his revenge touchdown versus the Packers. Last year, he looked good versus the Packers. He played extra hard, had a catch of 30 yards and a catch of 56 yards. I think he gets into the end zone and spoils the Packers' hopes of making the playoffs. And Boston Scott, we know how many times this guy scored against the New York Giants. He's a giant killer. Didn't do it last time. He's going to do it this time. This parlay hits, you'll never hear from me again.
Valid. That would be valid. Chiefs Chargers game that does not matter. Eckler with a $100,000 bonus, which nobody cares about, for 110 rushing or receiving yards. This would be a good game to look for that third, fourth string guy to score. Do you have anything? I don't.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. I saw someone say Josh Allen for 3 touchdowns, and I want to throw up.
Chiefs
Fuck Josh
Chargers
Allen.
game that doesn't matter at all. I said it would
Chiefs
be a good,
Chargers, I could not give a shit any less than what I give a shit right now.
all right. Rams Niners also does not matter at all. Both will have backup quarterbacks in there. There is the Puka Nakua record thing.
It's low though.
It's not much. Yeah, so I don't think you're getting a whole lot of value there. I got nothing here.
No.
Cleveland Farrell for the 49ers does get a $100,000 bonus with 1.5 sacks. But yeah, no starters in that game either. Cowboys Commanders does matter for the Cowboys. They clinched the NFC East with a win. If the Cowboys lose and the Eagles win, Dallas will be the number 5 seed instead of the getting to play at home. Nothing for me here.
Josh Allen is part owner of the Dolphins. Do you see why I am the way I am? By the way, I'm going to be fucking trashed tonight. Trashed. And I'm going to be watching the Dolphins. If they win and beat the Bills and win the division, I'm going to get blocked by a lot of people tonight. I'm telling you right now. I'm just giving you a fair warning. You may want to mute me, maybe unfollow me for a few days. I am going to be a complete obnoxious asshole tonight. So you know what? You guys better hope the Dolphins don't win tonight.
Okay, so nothing for Cowboys Commanders?
There's a lot of potential in this game.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of first half potential.
Mm-hmm.
I
Also,
couldn't.
a lot of potential for this game to suck.
Yeah. Oh, man, I couldn't get my finger on like what to do exactly in this game.
Okay.
Because there's so much value in other games that
yeah.
This game could go a variety of different directions.
I'm with you. And then I'll just turn it over to you for this last game. I do not have a bet in it yet. I don't know if I will or not. I got to go take family pictures, my least favorite thing to do on the planet. So we'll see what happens. But Buffalo Bills and your Miami Dolphins, this game obviously matters a whole lot. The winner of this game wins the AFC East. Let's see if the Dolphins can get that beat good teams narrative out of here. What do you think, buddy?
I could not find. Let's see if it's up now. I couldn't find HN alt receiving yards. I want to take a big shot on his alt receiving yards in this game. Last time he played them, he torched them. He went for 100 yards on the ground, and he had 5 targets. the offensive line has been a little fucked up lately for the Dolphins. A lot of injuries. There's no Connor Williams, who was the best center in football before he went down. They're banged up right now. They need Achan to be that explosive playmaker, especially as a receiver, because he could do it all. He's a 3 down back. He just Mostert's been incredible. I don't see. Yeah, nobody's offering this yet. It'll probably be up later. I'm probably going to take a chance on like 40 receiving yards at really, really good plus money. And, I know everybody's going to be on Tyreek Hill. I don't really give a fuck about. I don't think Tyreek Hill gives a fuck about that record. He's not going to get right. That's 260 something yards he needs for the 2,000 and another like 220, whatever. It's over like 200. Or what is it? 178 he needs or something like that. It's obnoxious numbers. It's the Bills are going to play them tough. They're going to play to win. You know what I want to see? I
What do you
want to
want to
see
see?
Chase Claypool finally get some fucking
Ooh,
reps.
yeah.
I want to see Chase Claypool. At this point, you've been on the team long enough. You better know that every fucking play in that playbook, there's no reason why you don't put his size and speed out there. Maybe move Cedric Wilson to the inside. You throw Cedric Wilson in the slot, Claypool on the outside, across from Tyreek Hill. You have speed everywhere. There's going to be broken coverage at some point in the game. You just have to let the offensive line hold up. You put the speed threats out there, and good things will happen. I would not be shocked tonight if they do go that route, that Chase Claypool scores a touchdown at plus 1,800.
Okay. Nothing for me here. We're a little bit over time. You want to recap and get out of here? It might take a second to recap, to be honest.
All right.
Or I can go first
Here
if you want. You
we
want to get your
go.
thoughts together? I can go first.
Yeah.
Okay. James, whatever you want to throw up first. Real quick, I did take DeAndre Hopkins for 2+ touchdowns. It's like plus 1,900 on FanDuel for the incentive thing. Here's the potentially the most insane stupid bet I've ever put in. These are all 3 incentives that make some money with 2 touchdowns today. So Joe Mixon, DeAndre Hopkins, Deontay Foreman, all to score 2 touchdowns. It's $1 to win $4,000. Is this gonna hit? Nope, probably not. But it's $1. Next one, I haven't put a replacement in for this yet. DeAndre Swift is out. I'm probably gonna do something with Boston Scott. I don't know if it's gonna be in this ticket though. But I really like the Josh Reynolds narrative from you. So I might have him in there. I also really like Calvin Ridley and Amon-Ra St. Brown both to score today. So I don't know. But this bet is in with as a 3-leg basically because Swift is gonna avoid. I'm gonna do something else too with involving those guys I just mentioned. Maybe I'll just run another 3-leg. What? Oh, yeah. Download Sleeper Picks. Use code BJNEli or code ParlayJ. Forgot about that. $100 deposit match. It might be 500 sometimes. I don't know. I just do that. Just check and see. Legal in more and more states all the time. They are legal in Indiana as of just a few weeks ago. So do that. You get an extra $100 to play with. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll just go the 3 legs that I have in with Swift voiding and then take St. Brown, Ridley, Reynolds on another 3-leg. I think it's a good
Also,
idea.
I wrote this down. This was the last thing I did before I fell asleep. Sam Howell has 31 interceptable balls this season.
It's a lot.
That's a lot. And
Yeah.
for a Cowboys defense that likes to take them to the house, their defense touchdown may be worth the spread. Their defensive touchdown was atrocious odds last night. I think it was plus 350. I haven't seen a defensive touchdown that odds in a long time. But they know, and it has a good shot at happening. Also, what do you think? You think this is Jamison Crowder's last game? There's another narrative here.
Could be.
Jamison Crowder, he's back where it started again. This is like another Jimmy Graham story. Obviously, I'll be shocked. I'll fall on the floor actually if the Commanders beat the Cowboys. But Jamison Crowder has a chance to make noise in his last game, and they're at home. So, he's 30 years old. I'm not saying he won't play again, but he's looked over the hump now. So maybe somebody to think about for a long shot touchdown scorer. Also, let me. I guess I'll finish my recap now. I took Rashid Shaheed, over 18 and a half longest reception. Um, I really like Taysom Hill's touchdown. I don't know what I want to do with it yet. I ended up taking Jimmy Graham to get a touchdown. Now it's the odds are big plus money. It's plus 850 on FanDuel, and I think higher on PointsBet. Charlie Jones to get a touchdown. This game doesn't matter. They need to see what this kid's got. It's plus 1100. But if they don't give him reps today, I'll be shocked. And they will have no clue what they're doing if they don't give him reps. Farrell Brown, big game versus the Jets last time. Last game of the season. The guy's been doing all the right things this year. Give him some reps. He's like plus 1200 to score. Equinemius St. Brown can finally get his revenge touchdown. Last year had good games versus the Packers. He's plus 750 on Caesars. I don't know if the lines went up anywhere else, but it wasn't even close on the other books. Obviously, you said Foreman, 2 touchdowns. If he doesn't play, if he's inactive, it's a void. If he's active, that means they're going to give him some reps today. And there's the 100K incentive. Troutman touchdown. I got to look at the odds now because I don't know what the fuck they are. They might have went up. It was plus 4. I got it on plus 400 on BetMGM last night. I don't know if it went up anywhere else.
It's plus 390. ESPN.
Okay. Yeah, I got it on plus 400. Oh, I did something right last night. Nice. Josh Reynolds incentive touchdown. We spoke about that. Mike Evans, 125 plus receiving yards on PointsBet is plus 1700. I think you have to throw something on that. You know what the game plan is. They're going to go to him a lot today. Achane receiving yards whenever that prop comes up. Still no line for him. And that's it, buddy.
All right. Thanks. That's the show. Shout out GoldBoys.com. Join the Discord. Leave your picks. Go check out. Like I said, you got like 25 minutes before the game start. Go check out some YouTube videos that have gone up on the GoldBoys channel recently. It'll be worth your time. I promise. We'll be back Wednesday 6 o'clock. I'm Eli. That's Jerry. Be nice to each other. Good luck on all your bets, and we'll see you later.